You're tuned into Human by AI with Ashish Garg. Real, unscripted conversations about how humans and AI are shaping the future of community finance. Grab your favorite drink and let's dive in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next edition of my podcast. I have someone who is very, very dear to me. As some of you may know, I love Bollywood dancing, and this gentleman here, Charlie, loves dancing. And every time we do a Bollywood night party, Charlie is always there with me on the dance floor. We are the two people who always open the dance floor. So, Charlie, before we get into dancing and Bollywood a little bit, can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm from a very small credit union in Western Pennsylvania. I've been the CEO there for going on about 7 or 8 years now. Been in the credit union industry one way or another for probably close to 50 years.
Wow.
As a member, I started now.
I see.
But as far as working in the industry, I'm about 20 years now.
20 years. Okay. So we'll park the credit union stuff on the side for a moment. Let's talk about dance. Grew up in India, love Bollywood dancing, never did dancing in school, like professionally or whatever. Somehow just picked it up a few years ago. How about you, sir? How come you're such a natural dancer?
I probably get that from my mom. My mom was a really good dancer, loved to dance. Anytime the music moves me, I love to dance. But my youngest son actually goes to Duke, and he is part of a swing ensemble.
I see.
And every year there is all the different dance groups that perform, and one of them does Bollywood. And so the after party, or when the kids and the parents all get together, that's where I first learned it and picked it up. And then when I met you a few years ago, it just seemed like a natural.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's fun. It's good exercise.
Yeah. And so you're a natural at changing some light bulbs.
I'm a natural at changing light bulbs. Yes. Yes. I've been changing light bulbs for a long time.
And you do them very, very well. So let's come back to the topic today, Charlie. It's really about AI.
Okay.
I think everywhere you go, everybody's talking about AI, etc. My first question for you, are you an AI skeptic or an AI believer?
So that's kind of a difficult question, or maybe twofold. I think as far as the industry as a whole goes, I'm probably a believer. But as society goes, I'm more of a skeptic. And the reason for that is the bad side, if you will, the fraudsters, the people that want to do harm are way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And they're able to attack our members directly now. So in the past, we could kind of be a backstop for the members. And now with AI and some of the fake kidnappings and the generation of the voicing and everything else, we kind of can't do that as much as we could. So as far as society goes, I think I might be a skeptic. But as a whole, we all use it every day, whether we realize it or not. As soon as you ask Siri to find you something, she's using AI.
Yeah.
You go on to Google Maps
Yeah.
to find you the quickest route. They're using AI.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of good aspects to it, but there might be far too many evil sides to it until society as a whole gets caught up.
Yeah. And I was reading an article yesterday, Charlie, that somebody was talking about that, listen, technology, especially AI, is evolving at such a rapid pace, wherein laws and our society's ability to understand what's happening around, sort of under the hood is so much slower.
Yes. And I think the other thing that is happening is you have some of the public, their imagination is running away with them.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember the old movie, The Terminator.
Yes.
Where AI came back to fight AI. And I think we're starting to see some of that, where the AIs from the banks and credit unions and maybe some law enforcement is fighting the AI of the criminal world.
Yeah.
And so you're already seeing a little bit of that dynamic, but I think people are letting that kind of, they see the rapid pace of it, and they're thinking, okay, this movie could actually happen.
I think very well said, Charlie. And I also feel that in general, amongst regular people in America, there's a lot of fear.
Yes.
Of course, way back when it just Terminator was just a movie, but a lot of people see, you know what, it's getting closer and closer to reality or realization. And then a lot of technology CEOs from Silicon Valley talk a lot about, hey, AI is going to kill sort of entry-level jobs, et cetera, et cetera. So people are really fearful that what this technology is going to do. Are you seeing some of those fears at your credit union, in the society in general?
I'm hearing some of the fears from parents that things that their kids have gone to school for might now be obsolete. Graphic arts, things of those nature. I think, though, to a certain degree, it might help society as a whole kind of reset itself. For the longest time, the last 15, 20 years, maybe a little longer, it's been go to college, go to college, go to college. And now we don't have plumbers and carpenters and contractors. And that's something AI can't replace. You get a stopped up toilet, AI isn't going to fix it. So from that standpoint, I would like to believe that society will kind of maybe readjust and say, okay, maybe everybody doesn't need to go to college, but they do need additional education. Let's go to trade school. Let's learn how to build a block wall. Let's learn how to be an electrician. And those areas are still in high demand. And so the fears that I see, I think, are short term for those that have just spent $80,000 a year to get a graphic arts degree or to get a publishing degree. And now AI can write you a story like that.
And by the way, I have an undergraduate and graduate degree in electrical engineering and computer science. I think the first job, Charlie, which is getting impacted very dramatically, is software development, right? AI can do a bunch of those things out there. So
So you would be obsolete today. If you started today where you started, whatever it was, 20 years ago, sitting out in the lobby of GAC before you could, before you were allowed in here. If you did that today, you would probably not be where you are because AI would have done your job.
At least the coding piece.
Now,
I'll just tell you, like, from my vantage point, I love coming to GSC every year because for me, it's really the human connection and meeting you, the changing the light bulbs, meeting so many credit union leaders, the human connection, understanding where the industry is going, what are some of the challenges, some of the opportunities. I highly doubt if AI can replace that piece, the relationship piece.
Well, let's hope so. But as AI has been developing, you do hear stories about people creating relationships with their automated phone systems or what have you. And because AI can learn and adapt to, quote unquote, your needs, some people are tricked into believing that that is a relationship. Again, that's where my fear in society comes. I think the more that we can interact as humans and dance together and have those types of reactions, that we will weather the storm of the AI. But I see it a lot with the young people. They don't have the communication skills. And part of that is because they don't need to write anymore. So they don't need to learn how to develop a sentence or communicate. They don't write in cursive, so they don't send people letters anymore. It's all a quick text or an emoji. So we need to get back to, and I'm not sure how we do it. Smarter people than I, probably your colleagues, who could figure out how to get humans to interact as humans.
And I love this concept of humans to interact as humans. Let's put that in the context of credit unions. So Charlie, you've been sort of You became a member very early. You've been in this movement for about 50 years now, 8 years as a CEO. Where do you see AI sort of helping credit unions, and where do you see the role of the human connection continuing?
Well, I think one of the things AI can do is take care of some of the paperwork or some of the other aspects. If somebody comes in to open an account,
Yeah.
maybe AI can do that a little quicker so we can spend more time talking with the individual, finding out what their needs are, what their wants are, what they're doing, find out how we can offer products or services to better improve their life. We believe in our credit union, and I'm sure most credit unions are like this.
Yeah.
But we believe our goal is not to just improve your finances, but it's to improve your quality of life. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're happy. Doesn't mean you're satisfied. So we strive to improve your quality of life. If that means making it so you can afford to get a latte every day, that's what we're going to try to do. But we can't do that unless we have time to talk and interact as humans.
Yeah.
So as we interact as humans and we can find that, then we can help you set those goals. AI then can take care of all the other stuff.
I see.
Let's fill in the paperwork. Let's fill in the application. Let's set up the account. Let's take care of all that aspect so that we can actually interact and find out what is going to make your life more meaningful.
And that human connection, Charlie, you talk about the interactions. Why is it that it's important to have those interactions of human on human? Why don't, let's say in your credit union, you just put an AI bot and a human can come and start chatting with that AI bot? An interaction can be had that way as well.
Well, you can have that, and I believe you guys have an AI for one of the phone services that pretty much can act like a conversation.
Yeah.
But that AI, at least now, can't read the emotion or feel the emotion of the happiness. To them, a coffee might just be a way to get caffeine into your system. They don't understand that a coffee for this person is pure joy, where a coffee for this person is a necessity to get through the morning.
Yeah.
That kind of difference, I'm not sure AI is there yet to understand emotion. And when you take emotion into effect, that is where the human aspect, I think, I hope, outlasts the AI aspect. As soon as AI is able to master emotion,
Yeah.
then we're talking Terminator world.
Agreed. Emotion.
I would say emotion. You know, you can go through the motions of screwing in the light bulb,
Yeah.
but that emotion of the happiness and the joy that you can show and feel while you're doing it, that can only be obtained by a human.
Yes. And all I say, Charlie, every time I've seen you do that, the joy in you makes me happy.
I try. It's life is short. So I just try to enjoy and make the most of it. And dancing does make me happy.
Yes, and I know that for a fact.
I love the music and the rhythm, and so that is one of those things where AI could never replace that for me.
Yeah.
They can figure out how to do my taxes, but they can't take the place on the dance floor for me.
So look forward to seeing you on Tuesday evening.
Yes, sir.
We'll dance again. Charlie, always a pleasure. Thank you very, very much.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.